It's been a long, dark night, and I've been waiting for the morning. It's been a long, hard fight, but I see a brand new day dawning.
I've been looking for the sunshine, 'cause I ain't seen it in so long. Everything's gonna work out fine. Everything's gonna be alright. It's gonna be okay. I can see the light of a clear blue morning. I can see the light of a brand new day. I can see the light of a clear blue morning. Everything's gonna be alright. It's gonna be okay. I can see the light, see the light. Brand new day. Morning, morning, clear morning, morning light, morning light, light of a pure light.
I can see the light of a clear blue morning. I can see the light of a brand new day.
I can see the light of a clear blue morning. Everything's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright. I can see the light.
raise the chorus, grieve no more. Through the strength of war, I will find refuge from the shore. Let courage be your oar, let passion be your sail. Wisdom and truth will guide your deep heart's yearning through all travail. Oh, stay your soul and leave my heart its song. Oh, stay your hand, thy journey may be long. And when we part and sorrow can't be stayed, remember when and let your heart be saved. On me a soul tender of sensing rainbows down, although they feed daily there, feed and may on me a soul and we might have its song. Oh, stay with him, journey may be long. And when we part and sorrow can't be stayed, remember when, and let your heart be saved. Be
Three, two, one, action!
Sometimes in our lives, we all have pain, we all have sorrow. But if we are wise, we know that there's always tomorrow. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Please swallow your pride if I have faith. You need to borrow, for no one can fill those of your needs that you won't let show. You just call on me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you'll understand. We all need somebody to lean on. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll other when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you'll understand. We all need somebody to lean on. If there is a load you have to bear that you can't carry, I'm right up the road. I'll share your load if you just call me. Call me if you need a friend. Call me, if you need a friend. If you ever need a friend, call me. 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 If you need a friend, call me. 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 Call me.
I said, remember this moment in the back of my mind. The time we stood with our shaking hands, the crowds in stands went wild. We were the kings and the queens, and they read off our names. The night you danced like you knew our lives would never be the same. You held your head like a hero on a history book page. It was the end of a decade, but the start of an age. Long live the walls we crashed through, all the kingdom lights shine just for me and you. I was screaming, long live all the magic we made, and bring on all the pretenders. One day we will be remembered. I said, remember this feeling. I passed the pictures around of all the years that we stood there on the sidelines, wishing for right now. We are the kings and the queens. You traded your baseball cap for a crown when they gave us our trophies, and we held them up for our town. And the cynics were outraged, screaming, this is absurd. 'Cause for a moment a band of thieves in ripped up jeans got to rule the world. Long live the walls we crashed through, take a moment. Promise me this, that you'll stand by me forever. But if God forbid fate should step in and force us into a goodbye, if you have children someday, when they point to the pictures, please tell them my name. Tell them how the crowds went wild. Tell them how I hope they shine. Long live the walls we crashed through. I had the time of my life with you. Long, long live the walls we crashed through. How the kingdom lights shine just for me and you. And I was screaming, long live all the magic we made, and bring on all the pretenders. I'm not afraid, singing long live all the mountains we moved. I had the time of my life fighting dragons with you. And long, long live that look on your face, and bring on all the pretenders. One day we will be remembered.
No one told you life was gonna be this way. Your job's a joke, you broke, your love life's the away. It's like you're always stuck in second gear, when it hasn't been your day, your week, your month, or even your year. But I'll be there for you when the rain starts to fall. I'll be there for you like I've been there before. I'll be there for you, 'cause you're there for me too. me. Don't you forget about me. Will you stand above me? Look my way, never love me. Rain keeps falling down, down, down. Will you recognize me? Call my name or walk on by. Rain keeps falling down, 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 down. Hey, 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 hey. Don't you try and pretend it's my feeling will win in the end. I won't harm you or touch your defenses. Vanity, insecurity. Don't you forget about me. I'll be alone, dancing, you know it, baby. Going to take you apart. I put us back together at heart, baby. Don't you forget about me. Don't
Alexis, congratulations, awesome. So proud of you. I remember you in middle school talking to me at one point saying you were gonna go into nurse and pre-med and you followed your dream. So good luck with everything. You're gonna do great and know you always have support here back in the middle school.
Congratulations, Colby.
We're so proud of you. We can't wait to see how far you go. We love you.
Congratulations, Gabe. You did it. Really proud of you. All right, glad you're following your dreams. Continue to follow your dreams. I know you're going to do well in life. Also, please remember, you always have support here in Greenville from all the staff here. So again, wishing you the best. Congratulations, and continue to play that guitar.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind, hanging on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos and memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. Something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life.
Good luck, class of 2021. We'll miss you.
Congratulations, class of 2021. We wish you all the best.
Hey seniors, great job. You dug deep, you did it, you got out of this place. Never lose that skill, always dig deep in life. Great job.
Class of 2021, I have one thing to say. As Tess Fitzmaurice tells everyone, if there's someone ahead of you, run faster. That's the best advice I can give. And good luck.
Congratulations, seniors. We wish you all the best in all your future endeavors.
Congratulations, class of 2021. You're a class full of academics, athletes, actors, and artists. Take those talents and go out and make your world a better place. You have every skill necessary to do just that. Thank you for the honor of being your class advisor these past 4 years. Rest assured that each and every one of you have left your imprint on my heart. Go out and conquer the world. Congratulations.
Let me just say that this senior class was outstanding. I met them in 9th grade. I cried when they took him away from me and he went to 10th grade. I cried when they returned because I'm emotional. And I think they were probably the best class I've ever had. I apologize for those who are watching this from different classes. And I know they'll go out and do great things. Yeah, go class 2023. Right? It's 2023. Oh, this class?
That's good.
Yeah, they're okay too. Yeah, they're all right. I like them. They'll do fine. Good luck, guys.
Congratulations, class of 2021. I want to wish you the very best next year and beyond in everything that you do. You made it through a really tough year and a half, and I'm so proud of all of the accomplishments you've had. I wish you the very best as you end this chapter and begin many new, exciting, and happy chapters in your life. Please come back and visit. I'll always be cheering for you. And to be honest, I miss you already. Have a wonderful graduation and a great summer. And I'll be thinking about you. Congratulations.
Hey there, class of 2021. Congrats. You have done it. Woohoo! You have endured the most crazy year and a half of school. And here you are. We are so proud of you. I hope you have a fantastic journey of life. Always listen to that inner voice. Never look back and follow those dreams. All right, guys. Take care.
Hi, this is Nurse Mackie here. Just want to say congratulations to all you seniors, and I wish you all the best for whatever you have set for your adventure that comes after GCS.
And I want to wish congratulations to the class of 2021 for making it through a challenging year. Have a good summer and don't forget to maintain homeostasis.
Hello, class of 2021. Congratulations on graduating high school. I'm so proud of all of you. I wish you all the best of luck in your future endeavors. You're going to be great. And for today, have a magical day. Enjoy it all with your family and friends.
I wish you all the best of luck. Make sure that you always follow what you're passionate on and you'll find success.
Congratulations to the class of 2021. Your adventure is just beginning. As you take this next step, remember that you have all that you need within you to succeed. We are so proud of you. Congratulations.
Congratulations, class of 2021. You know, you couldn't leave Greenville without seeing these words and hearing them one more time. Again, want to wish you all the best of luck in your future. You're an awesome class. You're all going to do well. Make sure you come back and visit us. And you've always got support here if you need anything. And again, this is Mr. Reeve. Remind you all to be kind, be responsible, be the best you can be. The choice is yours. Have a great life.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good evening, and welcome to Greenville High School's commencement for the class of 2021. I would like to acknowledge Superintendent Tammy Sutherland, Board President Patricia Macco, members of the Board of Education, faculty, families, friends, and especially our graduates of the class of 2021. I would like to thank all of our staff who made this evening possible. First, a special thank you to my administrative assistant, Sarah Statham. Without her countless hours, organization, and commitment to our students, today would absolutely not be possible. Also, thank you to our building and ground staff for their hard work in making our campus look great. They take pride in making sure our school shines, and it shows. And of course, thank you to our teachers, counselors, and staff whose efforts and work they do to help make our students successful cannot go unmentioned. This year of all years has been particularly difficult for our teachers as they transition to teaching students in person while simultaneously teaching them virtually. Behind their accomplishments of our graduates is the support of our teachers, from pre-K through senior high, who have all played a role in the success of this graduating class. They are consummate professionals who work tirelessly to do the most they can for each student. This evening, however, the stars are our graduates. They have all endured and risen above in an unprecedented time in the history of Greenville and in that of our entire nation. Looking back to September, this school year started with fear, nervousness, skepticism. A whole new playbook was written in August, setting the stage for the, in a traditional sense, to be turned on its head. A hybrid schedule with Spartan and Strong days, virtual learning, Google Meet etiquette, shortened athletic seasons, loss of concerts in the musical, social distancing, and contact tracing that led to quarantining. This is just to name a few. These are the graduates who will be remembered as having spent their senior year via Google Meets and electronic assignments. They are students who rose to the occasion when met with a situation that was disappointing, to say the least. They are the class of 2021, and they truly are Spartan strong. And while we can look back at what was, our graduates need to look at what is and what will be. The world has been changing over the time they've been in school, but this past year has accelerated changes that many could not have seen coming. The concept of change is something that scares us all. Leaving high school and entering the next phase of life brings uncertainty, which inevitably leads to change. But I'd like you to consider this. Is it possible to reimagine change as a new beginning, as a form of growth, as the natural transition from old to new? Would we be afraid of change when it could present us with something we never imagined could serve us well? What if we could look at change as the ultimate opportunity, treating each other and every moment, no matter how challenging, as something to be embraced, not avoided? To not only be okay with it, but love it and be better for it, so that like oxygen to a fire, obstacles and adversity become fuel for your potential. Try starting with a book. Read something new. Take in others' views. There's a saying that he who reads little knows little. And another saying that only reading books everyone else reads, that you will only think what everyone else is thinking. If you look for mirrors, you'll only see yourself. Instead, we need to look for windows and doors. We want to learn from each other's experiences. We want to see the world through their eyes. We see ourselves and our destiny a bit more clearly as a result. Find something that opens doors and windows and share it with others when you are inspired to. And as you prepare for the change before you, you might seek the comfort of those who have gotten you to this point in your life. As it turns out, many of them are here and with us today, and others who wish they could be. Your parents, grandparents, and other family members have had an enormous impact on you and your accomplishments thus far. As have your teachers, coaches, troop leaders, school administrators, and all those who have touched your lives as you grew into the young men and women you are today. The school community you have been fortunate enough to be raised in and by is what makes Greenville the remarkable place that it is. On a final note, I'd like to express my gratitude for so many of you. Those of you who welcomed me here, thank you for the last 3 years here in Greenville. Getting to know the teachers, families, and most importantly, the students has been a pleasure. Whether it was having conversations in the hall, stopping in PE class for a game of ping pong, playing in the GAA golf tournament, throwing the football at recess, or commiserating while we survived COVID life, I felt like these 3 years have flown by, and I am grateful for having been welcomed into your community. Each and every one of you is forever a member of Greenville. You are no doubt off to do many great things in the next days, weeks, months, and even years. But whatever you endeavor, make the choice to be a reflection of the people and places you hold near and dear to your heart. Go off and do great things and take the time, take the effort to find something each and every day to be grateful for. Congratulations, graduates. Enjoy this fine celebration of your hard work and efforts, and then get out there and make us proud. It is now my pleasure to introduce the salutatorian of the class, Benjamin Gourneau.
Good evening, and welcome to the graduation ceremony for the class of 2021. I'd like to start by thanking many individuals for making this day possible. Mr. Ward, you have been an incredible principal and role model for Greenville. It's been nothing short of a pleasure to get to know you and play some ping pong together. I have no doubt in my mind that your presence at Greenville will be missed. Ms. Statham, your impact on the high school is immeasurable. You truly run the school. I know the school's buildings and grounds crew have worked tirelessly this year, so I thank them as well. To all of my friends, thank you for sticking by me. I know it couldn't have been easy. I cherish each and every friendship I made throughout the last 13 years. To Swarji Debnath, thanks for leaving for Florida. I know you would have been given that speech if you hadn't left, so thanks. Everyone misses you. Our friendship pushed me to be the best person that I could be. To Matthew Hagan, I'm proud of you. I've loved every, sorry. I'm really just trying to get him to cry. To Matthew Hagan, I'm proud of you. I've loved every memory we've made. I couldn't ask for a better and funnier person to call my best friend. Next, my family. Jacob, you have been Jacob, you have been a phenomenal role model in terms of academic ability and an inspiration to follow your passion. Growing up watching you be infatuated by insects, and now watching you pursue a master's degree in entomology is so inspirational. Olivia, sorry. You are the most resilient person I know. Ooh, it flipped the page for me. Okay, here we go. For you have endured everything you have and still have a smile on your face encourages me on a daily basis. Ooh. Thank you for dragging me along to Georgia Tech. Dad, thank you for everything you've done in supporting all three of us. I look up to you greatly, and I appreciate every memory you've given me through coaching, helping out with my math homework and my English essays, and just being a great dad. Mom, you have done so much for me. From coming to every single sporting event and to the thousands of pictures taken even today. and even the reminder that I actually do have homework and shouldn't just sit on my phone. I appreciate every ounce of support you've given me. You're the best mom any of us could ask for. I wouldn't be here without any of you. I hope I've made you all proud. I love you all. Okay. I want to congratulate all of you sitting here tonight. Reflecting on the past 13 years is very difficult. I know we've all made our own memories, yet we have been on this ride together. In Miss Hamilton's class, we have read a genre of book called a Bildungsroman. These are stories which follow the protagonist from a young age as they grow and learn, becoming a mature adult throughout the course of the novel. It certainly has been a journey. Do you remember your first time on the bus? It was so huge, and yet it wasn't even the scariest thing that day. What about the first friend you made in kindergarten? Or your reading partner? As a kindergartner, I was the one who read to my 5th grade reading partner. Looking back on it, I'm not so sure if he was lazy, couldn't read, or just indulged me. Moving on past kindergarten and learning from new teachers was a massive step. As a 4th grader, having the opportunity to pick up an instrument and broadened our horizons even further. If only we knew what middle school had in store for us. Do you remember our 5th grade graduation ceremony? I think it's safe to say I'm not the only one who's glad to not have to sing Happy by Pharrell Williams tonight. Once we got to middle school, memorizing the bell schedule was the biggest of our problems. Doing the mental math to figure out just how much longer until gym class became routine. I know our growth in middle school was unmatched. Branching out into new friend groups, trying out new clubs, or playing sports you've never considered before. We individualized ourselves in this way, discovering our favorite classes, developing interests, and deciding our life's a job in home and careers, all while learning very important lessons from Mr. Siebricht. Who is actually pursuing the career that you had decided on in home and careers? Before we knew it, we were freshmen, selecting our own classes, making friendships with seniors, and playing in sectional sport matches. It felt the whole world was our oyster. The lucky ones of us even got to take IB classes. In the blink of an eye, we went from bumbling freshmen to confident seniors. Maybe a bit too confident. And now, here we are, turning the page on this chapter of our life. In each and every one of our cases, our story has been a Bildungsroman. Though our journeys may have had great similarities, such as the ones I have mentioned, we have each authored our own story, filled to the brim with unique experiences. And yet, these stories are not yet over. Personally, my future roommate in college, Ethan Kim, is watching me graduate from Suwon, South Korea. It's incredible to imagine what we as a class are capable of, and I am beyond excited to observe the impact we will leave on the world. I want to end with several messages, ones that I feel I have learned through my experiences while at Greenville. Message number 1. In a world where you can be anything, be kind. I will always remember Miles Weiss complimenting my plays during tennis. You really do not know the impact and positivity which can be brought into another person's life by simple acts of kindness. It costs us nothing to be kind, yet the impact on others that your kindness will leave is priceless. As Jackie Chan put it, sometimes it takes only one act of kindness and caring to change a person's life. Message number 2. In a world such as the one we live in, it's important to recognize the value of curiosity. Albert Einstein once said, "The important thing is to not stop questioning." Curiosity has its own reason for existing. Take this for all it's worth. When you need help, ask for it. I'd rather Mr. Forrest be annoyed with me for asking for help on every homework question than him despise me for making him grade all of my incorrect work. This comes hand in hand with diversifying your mind. Asking for the opinions of others is extremely important, as oftentimes those around you may have noticed something you were blind to, although it was right before your eyes. I remember discussing the Scarlet Letter with Emily Duncan in AP Language. Though it got heated often, Our contrasting insight helped me to better understand the book. The same will go for our lives beyond high school, as the best way to tackle any situation will be to survey differing opinions, ask the questions that need to be answered, and proceed with curiosity. Message number 3. Finally, I ask you all to be strong. Be confident in yourself. It will not go unnoticed. We have all endured a great amount in the past year and have shown great strength and perseverance. When I think of strength, Swarjeet Debnath comes to mind. He is full of mental toughness, as Swarjeet was always the first person to raise his hand, to read, no matter the class, and was always eager to answer homework questions. Swarjeet has grit. Swarjeet has tenacity. On the volleyball court, he was prepared to fill any role necessary, no questions asked. Against the previous champions, Mr. Evans threw Swarjeet on the volleyball court, and he defended the court phenomenally. In the classroom, no matter how many questions he may have gotten wrong, Swarjeet was always prepared and confident in his next answer. He could receive a bad grade on a test, and all it would do was empower him to do better on the next. I always admired Swarjeet for this quality, and I just know, he's proud of us all for our strength in graduating. He reminds me of a quote from Abraham Lincoln. The probability that we may fall in the struggle ought not to deter us from the support of a cause we believe to be just. It shall not deter me. It may seem as though we are closing the final page of our Bildungsroman novel today, yet this is not the case. Instead, this is nothing but the end of a chapter, as our journey will continue on. Each and every one of us will continue to grow, mature, and become exceptional young adults. Congratulations to the Greenville High School class of 2021. Thank you.
It is now my pleasure to introduce the valedictorian of the class, Emily Duncan.
Thank you, Mr. Ward, and good evening, everyone. It is my pleasure to be speaking here today in front of you all. To the families, friends, and faculty here in the audience and watching live on YouTube, you have all had an immense impact on this class's lives, and a celebration of this class wouldn't be complete without you. To my fellow graduates, congratulations. I know full well, just as all of you do, all of the challenges that this year has brought with us, but we did it, we're graduating. I want to start this speech by thanking some of the people who have helped me get to where I am today. I'd like to thank the faculty and staff here who not only made this day possible, but also every day of school. I'd like to thank each teacher I've had here at Greenville who has challenged me and pushed me to be the best version of myself. I would like to thank Greenville for giving me the opportunities to grow throughout my time here as I needed them. As a shy 6th grader, I was encouraged to participate in FFA public speaking competitions, without which I certainly wouldn't be here talking to you today. And later in high school, I was picked to participate in the Hugh O'Brien Leadership Conference and Motto UN, where I was able to venture further out of my comfort zone and learn a lot about leadership. I'd like to thank Mr. Carl for mentoring me academically and understanding and supporting the fact that I never wanted anything I did to just be good enough. I always wanted it to be the best that it could be. I would like to thank my dad for being my study buddy for the last 4 years. And in case anyone was wondering, it is possible to be simultaneously half asleep, watching a football game, and correcting your daughter's Latin. I'd like to thank my mom for reading through 1,000-word essays on topics that she has neither needed to know nor desired to know. I'd like to thank my grandparents for stopping traffic for all of the last month to take a picture of me on the sign out front. Finally, I would like to thank my great-grandmother for being an inspiration to me, as she was the valedictorian of Greenville High School in 1939. Her wish was always for someone in the family to follow in her footsteps, and it took a few generations, but here I am. Many things have changed since my great-grandmother graduated in 1939, but some things haven't. One of the things that I admired most about her was her unwavering dedication to learning new things and her curiosity about the world. I believe that curiosity is one of the best traits that you can have. Writer Bernard Beckett said that human spirit is the ability to face the uncertainty of the future with curiosity and optimism. It is the belief that problems can be solved, differences resolved. It is a type of confidence. This quote not only speaks to the time period that we are living in, as it is full of uncertainty, but also to our futures. As we move on from high school, we are leaving behind a lot of familiarities. For the last 4 years, we've walked through the same hallways, alongside the same faces, heading to the same classrooms, dictated by the same bell. Our lives were certain. Now as we move on, we will be walking different hallways, alongside different faces, heading to different destinations, and dictated by no bell. If you're anything like me, this is a scary thought, because we have become comfortable here. But this is exactly why it is time for us to leave. We've all grown tremendously in the last 4 years, but we've reached a point where there is no more growth for us here, so now we will move on, and our lives are now uncertain. I encourage you to find solace not in familiarity, but rather in knowing that in any situation you face, you can use curiosity and optimism to choose what you get out of experiences. In this way, you are in control of your own narrative. If you know me, you know that I grew up on a farm and spent a lot of my time working with animals. Also, if you know me, you know that I am pretty small. So what I would tell myself when I was afraid to handle a large animal, or now what I tell somebody else when they are, is that you may not be stronger than them, and you're certainly not bigger than them, but you are smarter than them, and you are in charge. And as soon as you believe that, they will too. And I think that this is the best advice that I can give you all, because you may not be stronger than the things that life throws at you, and you're certainly not bigger than them, but you are capable of being in control of your own life. And as soon as you believe that, your actions will convey that, and you will get out of life what you were putting into it. And when you assume control over your own life, you are able to solve problems and resolve differences. And with this assumption of control comes confidence. And you need this confidence to get out of your comfort zone and walk into situations that are uncertain, and this is the only way that you will grow. So, to the class of 2021, as we are literally being kicked out of this high school, we can't come back in September, we are being forced to leave the place where we have grown most comfortable and being thrown out into the world. But I encourage you to take this as an opportunity to use your curiosity and optimism to create your own narrative for your life. And if you ever think that the uncertainty of the future is too big or too strong, I'd like to remind you all of the year that we've had. We were met with an obstacle much bigger and stronger than most of us have ever faced, deprived of the tradition and certainty of senior year. And yet all of us used our curiosity and optimism to create a narrative for ourselves that allowed us to conquer this uncertainty. Every single one of us is capable of facing big obstacles because every single one of us is graduating during a pandemic. Although we are all going to take different paths, each one of us has control over our own future. So step out of your comfort zone, take control of your own life, and be confident in your own abilities. Congratulations again to the class of 2021.
Thank you, Emily. If you could all please direct your attention to the high school entrance for a special song sung by Tess Herwick, Kyle Thompson, and Mr. Meredith.
Before we start, I just want to point out the song was written by Tess and Kyle and Carmela, who's here tonight. This is the first live music performance with a public audience since March of 2020. Ready?
Ready.
3, 4.
When we grow up, we will conquer the world.
Discover what a show. Finding our voice, finding light up the world in the way that we know. All the self-doubt we let go.
When we grow up, we will conquer the world.
We are going to pave the way, help light up the
Dream and I dream of dreams that dream of me. Dream and I dream of the life that we cannot see.
We are never alone.
Even if we have to go. When we grow up, we will conquer the world.
You found your voice. Can you find something to say? You found your place. Can you find your way? You got older and the world got strange. Go out and conquer, establish and change. You got older and the world got strange. Go out and conquer, establish and change.
When we grow up, we will conquer the world. When we grow up, we will conquer the world.
Our guest speaker this year is Mr. Steven Seabrick. Mr. Seabrick teaches middle school social studies and AP European history.
I need a minute to get set here. Bear with me. Thank you, Mr. Ward. To begin, I want to thank the class of 2021 for asking me to speak at your graduation. It is truly a great honor and one I will not soon forget. When I thought about what to say today, two things popped into my mind. Experiences I've had with this class over the years, and lessons I think we have all learned during a very challenging school year. My first encounter with this group was when you all entered 8th grade. When you're a teacher, one approach to classroom management is establishing boundaries at the beginning of the school year, and then you sort of loosen up as the year progresses. One of the many things I enjoyed about this class was the balance that we struck over the years between learning and laughs. I remember the antics of Kayla Mon, who deliberately dropped writing utensils on the floor in my classroom to get under my skin. So you can see how irritating that might be when you're trying to teach. I can still picture Colby Klobb in my classroom, who routinely tested the boundaries established at the beginning of the school year, while other students watched in amusement, wondering when I would snap and give him a lunch detention. Without a doubt, some of you were entertained by the daily banter between Mrs. Lochner and myself over the Boston Red Sox. She graciously tolerated my use of the bully pulpit to needle her on a daily basis about a Red Sox loss, while I recognized that I more than deserved it when she encouraged others to tape me to a wall during a school fundraiser. Then, when my mobility was restricted, plopping a Red Sox helmet on my head, knowing that I would be unable to remove it. She was very clever when plotting her revenge, decorating my classroom in actual Red Sox gear and requiring me to wear a Red Sox jersey after the Red Sox recently won the World Series. Mrs. Lochner is not the only person in the building skilled in the art of dishing it out and taking it back. Mrs. Crawley, Mrs. Esposito, and Ben Gourneau are also skilled in this particular area. All are proud New England sports fans who wear their team's colors in school while tolerating my comments that imply a strong dislike for New England sports teams. For someone as serious and intense about his job as I am, this daily back and forth with the New England sports fans in the building is a healthy reminder that you can have fun while learning, and a laser focus on academics is not the only measure of a healthy classroom environment. It's also the quality of your relationships with your coworkers and your students. Of course, 8th grade was not the last time we ran into each other. I got to know some of you really well during your high school years because you joined our cross-country program or you decided to challenge yourself in AP European history. I bumped into some of you during my visits to Mr. Thiele or Mr. Gray. One of the great achievements of this class in your high school years is the inclusive culture that you built in our school community, and I'm thankful to be part of it. We will always be in debt to the young men and women in this class because they helped build our cross-country program into one of the finest Class C programs in the Capital Region. So when I first started coaching, we struggled to field a full girls team, and then this class arrived. And we had quite a run over the last 4 years. Both the boys and girls won multiple conference championships over the past 4 years and finished second at sectionals in the same season. During this period of time, I enjoyed the Dunkin' Donuts runs with the entire team after Saturday practices, consuming nearly an entire jar of chocolate chip cookies at the Pettit House at a team dinner, and celebrating the boys' win at Patroon's by eating pizza in Mr. Russell's backyard while listening to him explain with great pride how he and his family constructed an outdoor pizza oven. The best part of this, besides celebrating the boys' victory, was knowing that I enjoyed a homemade piece of Russell pizza before Mrs. Schultes did. Over the years, I've gotten to know many of your parents who have given me valuable advice on everything from good physical therapists to cure my aches and pains, to good books to read, to coaching different personalities, to good recipes, while at the same time accommodating my habit of eating like a teenager whenever they hosted team dinners. So thank you, parents. In academic settings during your high school years, our daily classes in AP European History occasionally reminded me of a TV sitcom or an episode on Saturday Night Live. There was Gavin Metcalf, who had the attention span of a gnat. There was Ryan Russell, who refused to sit down. Everybody else is sitting, and he's standing in the center of the room. This was a daily occurrence, and after a while, the only thought that you're left with is, well, he's a Russell. They're a mischievous clan. In a mildly playful but firm voice, I would tell him to sit down. Skylar Pettit, whose baked goods Mr. Thiela and I feasted on over the past 4 years, sat in the corner of the room with a constant smile on her face and would remind me to say please when forcefully telling Ryan to sit down. Jess Wank and Emily Duncan sat there patiently and quietly, each with a deer in headlights look on their faces, wondering how on earth they got mixed up with this particular cast of characters and this particular educator. Tess Fitzmaurice, whose drive and interest in presidential elections was not difficult for this teacher and coach to relate to, seemed less interested in this silliness and more interested in the afternoon interval workout at cross-country practice. Coach, are we doing mile repeats today? Coach, are we doing thousands today? Were common questions from Tess. Once class actually got started and our learning was underway, DJ Gardner was ready with a fist bump for anyone who answered a question correctly. Again, for someone who takes his job as seriously as I do, this was all a very healthy thing. A reminder of the importance of having a few laughs while we all learn. So those are some of my fondest memories of this class. Of course, the challenge we were all presented with during the second half of your high school career was a global pandemic, which, interestingly enough, despite the challenges it presented and the ways it complicated all of our lives, provided us with some valuable lessons. For me, one of the takeaways from the past year and a half is the ability of humans to adapt, survive, and even thrive under the most difficult of circumstances. Last summer, I was very skeptical that a fall sports season would even happen, but it did. We developed new safety protocols and new ways of conducting athletic events that ensured the safety of our athletes and preserved competition. Our student athletes and our parents graciously adhered to these new procedures, as restrictive as they sometimes were, and many of our fall sports teams were very successful and distinguished themselves just like they always do. In academic settings, despite the challenges presented by remote learning, many of our staff and students adapted to new daily routines and found new creative ways to demonstrate their learning. Mammal Madness, masterminded by Ms. Sharkey and Mrs. Dubois, swept the building and generated a lot of excitement this spring. Annalise Goyette designed an appetizing, low-calorie menu for Mrs. Schultez's food science course. When I think about how we all adapted and evolved to meet this challenge, I'm struck by a conversation I had with Mr. Gray years ago. I was talking to him about something that was frustrating me, and he said, "Don't worry, Steve, it will all work out in the end." And I remember asking him, "Well, how do you know it'll work out?" His reply was, "I don't know. It's a mystery." So, you might imagine how someone who thinks like I do is not convinced by this argument. But the more I think about it, the more I realize that he's right. When you have done everything you can in response to a challenge, sometimes there's nothing left you can do except have faith that things will eventually work out, even if they don't seem to work out in the way you envisioned. And here you all are, about to graduate from high school. The challenges of the past year are a reminder that good things are born from difficult circumstances. All of us are better at technology than we were before. Ms. Fabian, Mrs. Esposito, Mr. Katagiri, and Mr. Grennan all helped bring me out of the Stone Age and ensured that I could deliver remote instruction to my students. As difficult as it is to limit your interactions with others in the name of public health, maybe the time in isolation last spring provided you with the opportunity to spend some quality time with the people in your immediate household, or do some self-reflection about your direction in life, or to read some good books, or to become an expert on shows and movies on Netflix or Amazon Prime. Perhaps the most important lesson of this pandemic for all of us is to avoid taking things for granted. Many of us will never again take for granted spending quality time with people outside of our immediate households, or hugging someone, or going to a barbecue with family and friends, or going to school every day to learn, or traveling, or going to a concert to listen to a band, or going to a live sporting event at a stadium, or going out to dinner, or going to the movies. So, as we get closer and closer to getting back to normal, this class has the satisfaction of knowing that you adapted, you reflected, you succeeded, and in the future, you are less likely to take things for granted. As you prepare to move on to the next phase of your lives, remember that all of you have relationships with people in this school and community, and those relationships can provide support even from afar. I graduated from high school 25 years ago, and I still keep in touch with my AP US history teacher, who continues to provide me with valuable advice and perspectives on current events. The last thing I want to say to this class is thank you very much. In many ways, the experiences I've had with you remind me of why I became a teacher in the first place. The interactions with people and the mutual learning that happens both inside and outside of the classroom. Congratulations, class of 2021. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Seabrook. It is now my pleasure to invite the class of 2021 Secretary Skylar Pettit to the podium to be the first to receive her diploma and to do the presentation of names for the class of 2021. Skylar Pettit.
Emily Duncan. Ben Gorneau. Gavin Metcalf. Haley Cummings. Tess Fitzmaurice. Tess Herwick. Kyle Thompson. Cassidy Augustine. Ryan Russell. Olivia Ackner. Nicholas Bacucci. Jenna Berry. Kobe Benning. Kieran Black. Lilith Briggs. Devin Burke. Kaylee Burke. Shanika Carr. Caitlin Connors. Stephen Shizeski. Mackenzie Danaher. Jocelyn Davis. Juna Deschert. Samuel Diedrich. Derek Deedy. Anthony Delarocco. Damian Fiducia. Rowan Fitch. Brooklyn Frame. DJ Gardner. Jenna Jardina. Gabriel Giovanello. Annalise Goyette. Orion Grandchamp. Anthony Greco. Matthew Hagan. Michaela Hallenbeck. Mackenzie Heath. Melody Capel. Caleb Carl. Michaela Kennedy. Kobe Klobb. Morgan Langlois. Eli Larson. Danielle LePage. Benjamin Lewis. Joshua Lucci. Jackson Makeley. Matthew Mason. John Maurer. Christian Meyer. Robert Mizuraka. James Mitchell. Lucas Morse. Caitlin Nays. Joseph O'Connor. Jessica Packard. Ariana Paul. Gianna Pastina. Louis Pastina. Emily Pickett. Gia Quintana. Lauren Roth. Ryan Ravel. Gabriella Rice. Christopher Rivers. William Robichaud. Molly Santamaterio. Xander Shapano. Alexis Seberg. Walter Siegel. Alexis Stanger. Dakota Stores. Owen Sutton. John Swart. Caden Toohey. Dominic Trifoletti. Isabella Trossel. Hudson Turon. Sabrina Vetter. Samantha Vetter. Isabella Vereen. Xavier Volmar. Jessica Wank. Colin Weiss. Miles Weiss.
If the class of 2021 could please stand. At this time, please turn your tassel from the right side to the left. Congratulations to the class of 2021.
Close my eyes and I can see a world that's waiting up for me, that I call my own. Through the dark, through the door, through where no one's been before, but it feels like home. They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say we lost our mind. I don't care, so call me crazy. We can live in a world that we design. Every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. can say we've lost our minds. I don't care if they call us crazy. Run away to a world that we design. Every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. A million dreams for the world we're gonna make. However big, however small, let me be a part of it all. Share your dreams with me. You may be right, you may be wrong, just say that you'll bring me along to the world you see, to the world I close my eyes to see, I close my eyes to see. Every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. A million dreams, a million dreams. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. A million dreams for the world we're gonna make. For the world we're gonna make.